I really like this girl, so what do I do now to build relations with her? This video is for a man who's already there, who has met a lady in person, on a date, on a video date, and you feel this wonderful connection and you want to make it work. And now you wonder, and many of you are asking, what can I do to make it work? My name is Natalie Koval. I'm an international matchmaker with hundreds of happily married couples between Ukrainian women and foreign men, and I'm sharing positive experiences. I'm sharing ideas that are making relationships stronger for Ukrainian women and foreign men when men are asking these questions. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel, because I'm sharing good ideas, positive reinforcement to everything that is related to international love. International love is quite a challenge, but the benefits are awesome. The wives that gentlemen that I have matched get are absolutely amazing. They have healthy children, and it's totally worth it, spending time and effort to achieving it. So let's go there. Once you are communicating to a lady and you like each other, is wonderful, and you need to get there first. So how to get to communication to the lady, how to get your match? You can find a girl on your own by coming to Kyiv and meeting her throughout whatever channels you find, or you can get introduced to the woman in the matchmaking boutique possible. So first, let me tell you very quickly how you can get there in the matchmaking boutique by Natalie Koval possible. First, you see the website and you wonder, where am I? What do I do? So sign up. Sign up, it's free, it's fast, it's easy. But after you sign up, you can go to a search engine. It's a little magnifying glass right next to the sign up button, a little bit to the left. And you can see profiles of ladies. Basically, you can see that profiles of ladies exist even without signing up, but they are all closed. They aren't available for viewing unless you sign up. When you sign up, you can see only avatars of the pictures, and still some of them aren't visible because we keep privacy of our clients. Women can be seen to a man who is a client already, and we don't have profiles of men on our website. That is private and strictly confidential information that is available only for matchmaker, and we can send your information to the lady with the help of our website and with the help of the questionnaire that you will fill out next. But that's only for the purpose of introducing you. So, after you fill out very short information who you are, and you click on a lady, you will have a pop-up suggesting you to fill out our short questionnaire. Actually, this is our first introduction with you. You will attach a little bit of your photographs. Please attach real pictures. Don't send me pictures of cats, walls, or whatever, because I'm not going to approve that. I am the main moderator of the profiles that register with the Matchmaking Boutique Possible. I check the information of a guy when he fills out a short questionnaire, and I understand if I can help him. If I can help, then the profile will be approved and you will receive an email with information that, hey, welcome, fill out our bigger questionnaire, let us get to know you, and welcome to our matchmaking interview service session. Because when I know you, then I can help you and I can show which ladies that you like can be the most suitable matches. So we go step by step. Short questionnaire, then I approve your profile personally, and then I know I can help you, and you fill out longer questionnaires and you come to my personal interview. We talk about the ladies you like, we talk about this scenario that will be the most effective and the most price effective for you as well, and we start the matchmaking service. You make a payment and your service begins, and then you start meeting the ladies. So then the fun begins, because you start expressing yourself to these wonderful women that we represent, and you start building the connection. There are 3 things in building connections that are very meaningful. This is intellectual connection, emotional connection, and physical connection. So let's talk about all 3 of them. But You remember you are subscribed to my channel, correct? And you are hitting the bell button when I'm making new videos, then you'll be getting the announcements. So stay with Matchmaking Boutique by Natalie Koval channel. Talking about intellectual connection. Intellectual connection is essential in the modern world because our clients, men and women, are educated people and intellect means a lot to them. So here are my ideas how you can strengthen your intellectual connection and actually check if it's there. Because if you aren't connecting intellectually, the couple won't work and you need to choose another person. You need to be on the same page, right? So how do you check that you're on the same page? Well, intellectual connection can be about reading the same books and sharing ideas about the same book, watching the same videos, and not only videos on YouTube or TikTok. No. I'm talking about serious videos or channels that you like Bloomberg. Some girls are watching Bloomberg for fun and they are my clients. So check out what she likes, BBC, CNN, you name it, right? And also films. And discussing these films, discussing the scenario of the movie that you really like, why you like it. It's all giving you ideas of what is in the head of this beautiful woman. Also, sharing your opinions about different life circumstances, situations, people is also giving you idea who is there in front of you. Sometimes it also makes sense to ask for advice in a certain life situation and understand how the person reacts on your request and what kind of advice you get. Because when we are a family, we advise each other about different things, but we do it with attitude, then it comes about emotional connection, or we do it with fun, and then it comes real cool intellectual connection. And sense of humor, of course. Use your sense of humor, but use it very smartly and carefully. That is also about intellectual connection. Two things in the human behavior, sense of humor and lying, are talking about intellect as well. Yes, lying, but don't lie, because women catch you lying, and then it will be a no. It's another reason I was talking about why women are saying no when they are communicating with a guy. So if she catches you lying, that's going to be no. So another part of intellectual connection is when you are living throughout the day and you make a video of yourself. If you're comfortable, of course, but you are connecting intellectually and emotionally with them. But the whole point of a video is what you're filming, with what attitude you are filming it, what message you are carrying behind this video is speaking volumes to a woman. Plus, you are building a real rapport with the person. This is what you want to do. Well, let me give you an idea. But this idea is not only related to a relationship, but overall in life. There are two ways of living life. We just go with the flow and react on things that are happening every day and just fight with the fires. Or we are planning systematically what we want to achieve, how we will be achieving this goal, and understanding the path and getting to the goal. So in your communication to a lady, I suggest to adopt the second type of scenario. When you have a goal of finding a life partner in Ukraine, you divide it into steps, how you will achieve that. And you will be going through each step, and the steps are intellectual, emotional, and physical connection. And in your communication, when it comes to intellect and emotions, you ask questions. There is a special questionnaire that I have. Well, it's not actually a questionnaire, it's a list of things you are supposed to know about each other to know whether you're really a match or not. And some people fail at the very beginning of it, and some people go to the end and really get it right. Because discussing things like household chores, like money, like hobbies and things that are meaningful and family values is essential. And when you talk about it, you really understand who is there in front of you. So coming back to this scenario that you are planning, When you know which things you wish to know about a lady, then you are capable of dividing your communications into steps and dedicating to each step, and step is the time when you're talking to her, to getting to know a separate aspect of her life. So now we are slowly coming to your intellectual connection. So to get the right intellectual connection is making it a plan. Of course, it's like about a plan. But for a very structured intellectual mind of a guy, plan is a good thing, right? Well, assuming it's a good thing. So what do? You plan your communications. Don't make it very spontaneous and don't overflow a woman with your messaging, expecting her to answer to you immediately because you want it so. No, women have a life, they do things, and each woman can answer when she's relaxed, when she's feeling good, when she wants to give you this good feeling of her feeling good, right? So when you know her schedule, which you will ask when you like a woman, you ask her the schedule. When are you most comfortable talking to me? You need to find out several things. When she cannot answer you, point, or under which circumstance, if you're not getting her answer back, then what is happening? Because then this is how you are learning about each other's life. Understanding that it will be part of your communication, because when she is having a business conference, or when she's on a meeting, or when she is doing something with her children, she is there focused on what she's doing and she cannot be messaging. Women put off their phones. Most of them are not living inside their phones. Well, some do, but most of women have more than just a phone around themselves. So you need to have a day on a week when you are dedicating it to a video call. You need to have several time options when it is possible to call her and have an audio call. And you agree about the comfortable type of messaging and how you respond to each other. And that's a rule. When you figure this out, you will not have stresses of her saying no to you because you are texting her and you immediately want an answer and she is not capable and she thinks you are just a maniac, or a needy person, very emotionally dependent man, which she maybe doesn't want to have around. And it translates your inconfidence when you are expecting an answer but she can't answer it just because she's busy, right? So you're scheduling your communications, and this is a big part of emotional connection. Another thing, you need to make it a regular activity, because when you do things regularly, you become connected. Your regular sports activities, your regular hygiene activities makes your life structured and makes you run a proper plan, right? We are talking about planning. So now we are talking about conscious living. So regular activity matters a lot here. And when it comes to communication, I recommend showing real emotions. When you dislike something, or when you really hate something, or when you really adore something, express it. Express it with nice emotion or with sad emotion. When you are sad, don't make a nice face, because then your smile looks artificial. And women feel this, and then it goes down when they feel that you are not sincere. Being not sincere meaning when people are not sincere, they are faking emotions. When they are sad, they try to smile and it looks terrible. Arguing is a really important thing in a relationship. It means that you're actually for real, and when you argue, you actively prove your point, and you also see the ability to compromise. When you argue with a partner, you really find lots in common, because if she agrees with you, if you agree with her, who gives up, who takes the opponent's point of view, all this is very important about relationship. When you are arguing, you really find the missing points of the puzzle, and the puzzle just clicks. So I recommend you arguing, but arguing constructively, not destructively. And what I mean is You don't have to argue just for the sake of arguing, but if you truly believe that something is the way you think, prove your ground. Say that you disagree about a certain thing. In general, mention that you really appreciate her opinion, but you think differently, and explain it. Do not shout, do not yell at each other. That's kind of excessive, but disagree and prove your point. And then you will find more things in common, because when people can compromise about certain things, they can match. So arguing is important, and you don't have to agree with everything she says, and she doesn't have to agree with everything you say. But remember that arguing is not the end of the world, and if she disagrees with certain things, she will agree about other things, and you need to find those things. And I will repeat one more time that when you are communicating to a person, when you are really getting to know each other, you are finding the potential for your relationship. And you shouldn't be really nervous about, oh, I'm not going to say something because then she'll dump me, or I will dump her if she says this, this and that. No, you are finding compromise, and you are finding things that actually connect you, and you are finding an ability of another person, of the woman that you are very attracted to, compromise with your strong values. I assume that you have strong values, and you are going to bring into your values another person. Then it makes sense. Then arguing is very constructive, productive, and works a lot. Sending each other small gifts is another thing that builds a lot of emotional connection, because gift in our country is not just something you buy and you spend the money and there you are. A gift is smart when it's a thoughtful gift, when you are talking about something and then you are materializing it for her. For example, I have a couple that were talking, and a woman was explaining a song we have, and a song is a very nice and romantic song about family, and the song was about the weather in the house. Важнее всего погода в доме was the thing, which means the most important is good weather in your house, in your home. And people create the weather in their relationship. And as they were talking about the weather, the man thought about something, and then a few days later, the girl is receiving an umbrella. And she's like, "What's that?" And he says, and he puts in a card. So we actually arranged it for her because he spoke to us, and we made up this idea. We bought a very beautiful, large, strong, and good, high-quality umbrella. And the card was saying, the weather is very important in the house, and I will be the umbrella for you, protecting you from all these storms. They may happen in life. That was awesome, really. When the girl felt that, she cried actually, because she wouldn't have thought that man would carry that kind of message. But he liked her so much that he wanted to manifest something with a really strong action. And that was the gift that he sent her. Another thing happened, that a girl was communicating to a guy, and it was his birthday, so she ordered those balloons to him, like, I don't know how many, but he suddenly receives like balloons, and it was so cool. I mean, balloons, like it's kind of a childish message, but the childishness in ourselves means also emotions and life. So when people are making such things, they are saying more than just words, because actions speak louder than words, and they are becoming part of emotions, and then they make your match happening. And in order to build stronger emotions, of course, you flirt. Of course, flirting is essential when you are communicating, especially when you're communicating online. You are creating this aura of humor, a little tension, not sarcasm, but humor, smile, positivity. And flirting is always about, playing around with each other. But that's it. Do not make it on the edge with like sexual communication or sex online, specifically if you've never met her in person. Because if you will start bringing more sexuality, the girl will think that's, and if she's never met you, that's your purpose, right? And we judge, when we don't know somebody, we are very quick to make assumptions that are not in favor of another person. So be very careful with sexuality when you haven't met each other yet. But when you are a couple and you are separated with time and distance, then it's okay to add more than just, winking and flirting. But you need to know each other's feelings, tastes, and how it is appropriate, how it will not overflow the normal capacity of a person who is really missing you. So be very, very delicate about sexuality in your communication. That will be connecting you emotionally. Basically, you need to do it when you know that it is right for the person and that the person will appreciate that. Right, and we are slowly moving into reality, which is physical connection. And physical connection is actually possible when you meet each other. And I highly recommend that you bring it into reality as fast as possible. You meet a girl, you chat with her like several times, and then you have to appear right there, because physical connection tops it all. No matter how much we are attracted to a person on the picture or on a video, no matter how emotionally and intellectually we are connected, you may have like simple no chemistry. And that is physical connection. You may feel like she's a sister, and this is not what we want. You want to feel excited. You want to feel great around this lady. So the sooner you meet her in a physical space, the better. And then you can hold hands, then you can walk together, then you can see how the person manifests herself in the physical world, and then your relationship is reality. Otherwise, all that is just online romance, which is entertaining, of course, but this isn't going to get you a wife. So if you are looking for a true life partner, and this video is for the guys who are looking for a true life partner, then you need to make the physical meeting realized as soon as possible. But when you are online, there are certain things that you can do, especially you have met in the physical world. You've met each other before, so you can continue the physical connection by doing certain things that are okay. For example, cooking together. You miss each other, you order, let's say you order food delivery for her. Now you can go online to any of the good stores in Ukraine. You order certain type of fish or meat, bottle of wine, and then kaboom, she receives a nice delivery with a message from you, let's cook together. Or you may kind of bring her into that, like you will have a surprise from me, let's cook together. And then you teach your favorite dish, or she teaches your some favorite dish she has, and during cooking, it's a physical experience. Even when you're having it online, it is bringing you together. And then you sit down, then you light a candle, then you put your video on a big screen TV, and you talk to each other, and you eat it, and then you exchange emotions, and your communication is flowing. You may end up spending hours like this, especially if you have high quality TV. So that is one hint for you. Another idea may be doing workout together, especially when you make it a regular activity, certain days. And definitely remember to compliment a girl about how great she looks and her, tight workout outfit. And when you start working out and when you are giving each other positive reinforcement, then she may do more push-ups, more sit-ups, and she will be better feeling. And you both will help each other to be in good shape. I had my clients who were doing that during the very strict quarantine time, and they really loved it. And it was a very good regular activity they practice, and they are a great couple now, right? So you may try that, but it's definitely better to experience that once you've met each other before, because then the woman feels more comfortable dressing up in a certain way and doing sports. It's much more complicated when you are a complete stranger for her. And you are a complete stranger if you haven't met in person. Well, some people are really great at communication and they can really like open up online or on the phone, but it's not a big percentage of such people. We're still human beings. We need reality and we need physical meeting each other to really open up and communicate better. Another idea for you can be living a day together, but definitely have to agree about it. And living a day meaning agreeing about a certain time when you wake up and certain hours that you will be online, because our phones have batteries. Unless you attach a really serious power bank, then your phone may not last for 12 hours. But if it does, then great job. So you wake up together, you greet each other, and then of course the delicate toilet things can be done outside, but like things you cook, how you spend your day, the person is right there on the phone, but you will need a certain selfie stick for that has a tripod and you can put it so your hands are free, right? And then going for a walk, walking around your area, introducing her to the nearest coffee shop where you take your Starbucks or whatever it is, 7-Eleven, doesn't matter, but driving is dangerous with a selfie stick. But if you have a holder on your car for the phone, then it's doable, right? So try that and you will see that you will know a person better and you will see where she is at, what she's doing and how her day goes. An alternative to this may be recording a video about your day with little shots and like up to 1 minute, like today is the morning, this is what I do, this is where I go, blah, 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 and then just sending it to her and asking about the same. And that really opens up your world to a person and shows your true intention of connecting. It works. And one more idea about physical connection is shopping together. Well, the best shopping is when you are here in person, when you do go to a shop, when you pick up things together, when she tries it on, when you're gonna see it, when you are giving your recommendations. But you can also do it online. And number one, you have to trust the girl, and you need to decide like a certain amount of money that you are happy spending. Please remember, we are not talking about any scams. We're talking about a real relationship when you care about a girl, when you're not worried that she's taking you for a ride, okay? So you decide on the amount of money and you're just telling her, like, let's spend happily X amount. And then she goes to a certain type of boutique that you both choose, and then she can try it on for you and you can express your opinion and you can ask her to put on something else. So whatever tight jeans it is, she may show you how well it looks on her, and that is your participation in her life. And that makes people getting happy experience together, getting happy physical experience together, and specifically knowing that women love shopping so much, then just use it to your advantage, right? And then you can get another treat from her as a response to that, definitely. There are numerous ways of getting to know each other. But what I want to go back to is, at the beginning of this video, we were talking about your conscious life. You're planning, you're understanding what type of relationship you are building, meeting the person that you find yourself attracted to, and then getting to know that person and making sure that person fits into the perfect picture of life that you see for yourself in the future. And then you are consciously getting to know each other, consciously learning what things you have in common, and then you become a couple. So I am supporting your proactive attitude and proactive actions, well, if you can say this. So proactivity on a man's side is essential at the beginning of a relationship, because that's how women understand that you actually are attracted, you like her, you see her in your life. And if you aren't proactive, that is also a message, and it tells her that you may be seeing somebody else, you're too much into your job, or you're too much into your children, and it is not really for her, or there is not enough space for her in your life. So if you want to show that space for her exists, you take a proactive position and you do it. I recommend that you find your own love story, and sometimes it's easier to talk to a professional and understand what are your strongest emotional points, or what are the best ways to build these relations with a woman and to develop your communication. And my matchmaking interview service is right there for you, because during that service, even if you have a girlfriend already and you've met her somewhere else, developing your relationship can be really essential now when you are really learning if she is for you. So I have the questionnaire that helps to guide my clients through things they need to know about each other. Plus, every person is unique and every relationship is unique, and I can give you clues how to strengthen it. So make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, Matchmaking Boutique by Natalie Koval. Possible.ua is our website. You can see more about our services there, and welcome to be with us. Make sure you sign up and get the idea of the ladies we represent, because there are so many great and wonderful people, women in Ukraine that I personally know, and I'm really anxious to share them with you, to show that there is a whole universe of very attractive, smart, accomplished, good women that are interested in family and relationships, that want to have children, or want to build happy relationships and live in a relaxed life with a lovely person. So if this is what you're looking for, then possible.ua is our website for that. See you soon, and let's make it possible for you.